into the space we climb, all of us who are here on time, on purpose, and being part of a collective, a community that really is uplifting a higher vibration. It is just such an incredible gift for us to have a community of like-minded people who truly want to be here to make a difference and to have this beautiful platform so that we can show up and we can hold each other and share all our gifts. Not one of us has got just all the fabulous answers. We are all of us walking each other home. Every one of us has an amazing gift that is unique and very specific to who we are in this life journey. So don't forget that, my treasures. Just know that you are valuable and honored and loved, and this is a really lovely, safe space to come into. Let's open our hearts, open our minds and our souls, and connect and find some absolute magic in the moments that we have together. Take a deep breath in now. And a long, slow out breath. Release, release. Drop your shoulders. Relax into the moment, the space where you are. Connect to the earth in whatever way you can. And if it's safe for you, close your eyes. Cut out all the distractions around you. Focus on your own beautiful being here in this moment. You're here and you've chosen to be here. And there is a part of you that brings you towards what it is that will uplift you and hold you and support you. If we can start to create these pathways so that we can show up in this life with more creative energy, so that we can create and co-create in this realm. And that's truly what we're here to do. Giving ourselves this opportunity right now just to be present, be here, be with your mind, your body in the space that is holding you. And as you breathe into this beautiful body, feel as if you're welcoming in life force energy. As you breathe it in, open your lungs, your ribs, your tummy, and let this energy pour into you. And each time you breathe out, allow yourself to settle down. As you release the breath, feel connected to the earth, and feel the balance of your body in the left and the right. Notice how you are sitting or lying down or standing up. Notice your position in space and time in this reality at this moment. And feel connected to the earth. You are here, my lovely. And that little spot of earth where your feet or your body is touching, no one else can be there in this moment, only you. And here we are in all our little places around the world. Here is a voice coming towards you, connecting each and every one of us. It would be so lovely if I could hear your voices coming back now. Let's imagine then that each one of us, as we hold the energy of the heart space, that we beam a light back into the space that we are gathering into. We claim this space as a sacred connection of light and love. We ask that only the highest vibration of light and love can be in this space with us right now. Feel like this is a place where we can come home to who we truly are. And we open our hearts to each other, into the energy field around us, and then keep sending this beautiful beam of light from your heart in all the directions around you, into your family, friends, your community, and keep opening it wider and wider, like a ripple opening in a pond. So we extend and expand and open our energy. Beautiful place for us to be. And so if we can do this with our own being and become very mindful of where we are and how we are in this moment, Open our heart to what it is that we wish to bring in for our being. What would we ask for? What would we be willing to create if we knew that that which we seek is the exact gift that is needed at this time for our human story? Imagine what that might be if you hold a little code, a key, something that is unique to you, your deepest knowing, that is linked to your story, and that you've grown into that awareness because of your life story. There is a knowing inside of you because you've been willing to live in all the places of hardship and contrast and struggle. And because you did that, you know something. Bring that something, that little bit of magic, bring it into this moment with us right now. And now, let's open up the heart so that we can invite in our guides, angels, divine presence, the highest vibration of light and love that we can hold at this time. As you open that heart energy, think of something that made your heart feel so warm, so soft, so loved. A kindness or a sweetness. Imagine that you're in that moment that your mind is bringing towards you now. You're in that moment and you can feel it and sense it and know it as if you are right there, right now, this moment again. And then feel that tingle if you can. Open it up and expand it through your heart. Right there, you have started to amplify your energy field. Open up your magnetic field of energy through the heart. And you start to broadcast a different signal. Into the signal that has got more grace, kindness, love, and compassion. Whatever it is that has opened the life inside of you. Opened up this connection in your heart and soul. When you have created that, you can feel it in some way through this beautiful being, then, my lovelies, is the perfect time to welcome in your guides and angels' divine presence. Come now, come be close to us, and feel that energy as you ask. How does your mind and your body register that your message has been heard and that your guides are now a little closer? Become very aware of this. And the more you make these connections mindfully, the more we create an energy around us that amplifies. If you can know what the signal feels like in your mind, body, being, you will know then, in all the moments when you really desperately are asking for help, when you might feel alone or lost or sad, troubled, and you might say, come close now, come now. I need help now. And then you feel that tingle or whatever the sense is that is given to you. And the more you do this, the more you will come to know the signal. And you will trust it, my lovelies, knowing then that the guides, your divine light energy, has stepped a little closer because you have dropped the static field around you and made it possible for those who are here to help us, support us on this life journey to step that much closer. We truly want to remember that our guides are here to guide us. We ask them to come in with us when we agree to do this life journey. But no one can step into your life unless you invite them in. Be very discerning about who you invite into your life and into your energy and into your heart. Be very, very discerning. And when we call in our guides, angels, and we feel it, we open it into our energy field, imagine now falling back into the wings of angels, that you would be held and loved and adored. Nothing to hold on to, but to be held and to be loved, to be guided. Oh, imagine how lovely that would be. And I always want to say falling back, because there's no grabbing or clutching or trying to stop your fall. It's just releasing, completely falling back, trusting so absolutely that you will be held. You are held. You are loved. In the anchoring of that energy, that deep assurance, this being can switch on what it is here to bring in. It can start to open that little mechanism that is within each and every one of us, that calling to show up and be here in a way that fulfills our divine and sacred agreement. That is truly what we want to do. Take a breath into that and breathe it out. Just be here now. Smooth the skin on your beautiful face. Drop your shoulders. Anchor your energy. And have a sense within you that you are connecting now to your center, your solar plexus, dropping down through the heart and holding yourself here. You are right in the space of your divine and sacred agreement. All the gifts that you were given, the impulses, the knowing, all the codes, it all sits there in the tummy, that enteric part of us, that absolute knowing. You know what it's like when you just know something. And people might say to you, but how do you know? And it's like, oh, I just know. Gut instinct, enteric knowing, the absolute. You feel it strongly at your center. We feel it even more powerfully when what we are connecting into, mind, body, being, to our divine and sacred agreement. The yes that we get is so strong and so powerful. It is constantly guiding and steering us to stay on the path that is our truth, that is in alignment with who we are, what we are, and why we're here. Every single one of us has a different, the most unique assignment. The most wonderful thing we will ever do is to complete it in this life journey. So, how about this? How about we come back into our center and we start to ask this being, so what is it that I'm here to do? What is it that I'm here to be part of? What must I create while I'm here in this mind, body, being? If we can ask this question of our being and not look around us and see all the things that we should do to feel accomplished, to assume that we are responsible citizens or family members. If we can start to plug into that deep sense, that feeling in us of what it is that we want to hold, not the stuff, not the people, not the doing, not the awards, not the certificates, nothing that is outside that is known to us in a human realm. There is a feeling in you. When we go towards it, the feeling in us amplifies, opens up. We're a little bit excited. In that excitement, that anticipation, we are literally opening up the pathway forward towards that. We are opening it up by broadcasting our light down it, like illuminating a path. And if we can continue to walk down that path and stay in this deep inner core connection to what is our most creative life purpose, what am I here to create, to bring in that nobody else can. In this life, in this space, in the way that I am right now. I don't have to get better at anything. Don't have to live in a different place. I don't have to meet different people, make more money. Don't have to do any of that stuff, that human stuff. It's a deep core knowing. And we step into it, and then we start to walk this life with that as our inner compass, moving along step by step, step by step. We move along towards what it is that our heart and our soul is pulling us towards. Imagine if all of us did this. We would have a really decent world to play in, wouldn't we? If we can hold this space, we illuminate the path that we're on. And then when we come to our last breath, the most wonderful gift we will give this human who is having this beautiful human experience, and the most wonderful gift we'll give to the being of light that we are, who is having this human experience in its human self, in its human form, will be to know that we have fully completed and accomplished what it is that we said we would do, our divine and sacred agreement, that we stepped into it in every moment, and we held the creativity and the delightfulness of it in our soul. We never let it go. We kept shining it even though it seemed to get very dark and confusing around us. Even though it seemed impossible at times, we just kept holding it with all our heart and all our soul. So let's do that. Come into your heart now. Hold your heart if you can, just maybe with 2 hands or 1 hand, however you can. Close your eyes and just breathe into this beautiful being. Feel the heart space. If I was to create something and I could leave this as a legacy, a feeling, a knowing, a sense, what would it be? How could I step into my being to be even more creative, to really show up and to hold the space magnificently? Well, my lovelies, there's nothing to do. You are that already. There's only one thing, one step that's going to help you truly come towards it. One tiny little notch, one tiny little switch. And that is to agree with you. Remember who you are, this beautiful being of light and love. You did agree to show up and hold this space in this particular way, so that something could unfold that would be so creative in the divine design that we're just putting our little piece and shape and space over here. We're coloring it in. We're making it as charming and as delightful or as crazy and prickly as we want to. But all of these little moments, these little facets on a jeweled belt, you've got yours. Some of us are rubies and some of us are emeralds and some of us are just sparkling light bits. Some of us are clear quartz, and we're all these little jewels, these gems, and we're all showing up in our different shapes and sizes and all the different places of our being. But all of us are here with that magic, that beautiful essence of who we are. And this entire beautiful space, this belt that we're creating, just going to be so sparkly when we remember who we are and we allow ourselves to sparkle and be delightful and create from who we are. Nothing to do, nothing to achieve or accomplish. Don't get hooked in the game. Don't play the game. It'll exhaust you, my lovelies. It will always leave you feeling that you are less and in some way you are deficient. and that there's something else that you should do, should, must, have to. Worst words. Throw them in the dustbin. You will always be trying to swim against the stream if we play in that game. So how about, as creative beings, we just stop? We stop the struggle, we stop the hardship, we stop performing in our form, and we just stand here in our sovereignty, claim who we are, how we are, and what ignites us, opens our soul, what delights us, and we just stand in that. Boom. Here you are. You stand in that. So will the world stop spinning? Will all the people scream and jump off? We're still all here together. Nothing has shifted. Just stand in your truth. And then ask your being, what is my truth? Because for so long we've been pushed and pulled and told what to do, shaped into all the conformities of life that make everybody else feel safe. We just stand here and we ask our being, what is my truth? What does my heart and my soul want to create? What could I leave here as the most beautiful creative image, the painting, the picture, the legacy? What could I leave here that I know will leave an imprint through all time? And I promise you it won't be your tapestry or your cross-stitch. It won't be your shiny new car or the brand new house that you're building or the shiny shoes that you've got. It's not going to be stuff. It's going to be an essence, an energy, a feeling, a sense. All we must do is hold that sense. That's our creative expression. Hold that sense with all your heart and all your soul. Hold it even when the world is going crazy, even when everyone's behaving like a bunch of lunatics and hooligans, even though, keep holding that space. True to you, true to your soul, true to your life, your being, to your journey. And there's your creative being, boom. Now, in agreement with yourself, now we begin to create. We don't even try. We don't have to try. It just transmits from the being. Like a beautiful light, it begins to resonate and shine and send its signal out into the world. Just be you. Just be you. Not even hard. One step. Agree with you. Remember who you are, my lovelies. So beautiful. Can you do that? Could you make that tiny little tweak for you? So tiny you will barely perceive it in your life, that it will make all the difference to the way you show up and the legacy that you're going to leave. So much love there for that. Oh, so much love. Let's take a deep breath in. Long, slow out breath. And drop into this beautiful being. Know yourself, know thyself. And just be here. Complete, beautiful, lovely, divine, delightful being of love and light. I am. That's you. Thank you for you, my treasures. They're sending you so much love.